welcome back. I'm Tedward, and today, thanks to Boston Motorsports in Brighton, Massachusetts, we're driving the 2022 Chevrolet Silverado ZR2. This is Chevy's Raptor and TRX fighter. Although it doesn't have the outrageous power of a TRX, I think it's a little more livable than that wide monster behemoth. Do we really need 700 horsepower? Okay, some of you do. But the ZR2 features a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8 making 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, sent through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, although I've never really owned a pickup truck, my favorite pickup trucks that I drive tend to be like the Raptor or the Jeep Mojave. I like something with an impressive damper that allows you to drive very fast over uneven surfaces and also give you the opportunity to have a really luxurious ride, because these dampers aren't just there for that crazy off-road use. They actually function really well in the real world. Design-wise, this Silverado is very boxy, but it's tall and functional. The only thing that I really do wish this had was some sort of trick running board that came out, not because I'm a wimp and I don't want to climb up into this truck, but because I hurt my knee, and every time I get into it, I gotta use the grab handle. Either way, though, this new boxy design really suits this incredible 31.8 approach angle. You could definitely find your way up some steep gradients, and we've got these fancy 33-inch all-terrain tires fitted to 18-inch wheels, and that's great because on New England roads, look at all the sidewall we have to absorb the potholes. What a beautiful thing. The front end of the truck is incredibly blunt. I would not want to get hit by this. And inside, when you're driving, you definitely don't see a whole lot at close range. So thankfully, there's some good camera systems in the ZR2 in order to make that more livable. But then you got this big double bubble with the 6.2-liter on top, and that's very Camaro to me. I think that is a crazy wild staple of Chevrolet. So around back, we've got some extra steps back here, but that makes it a bit easier to jump into the back of this bed. It only comes in a crew cab, but I believe you can get 2 lengths of bed style. Back here, we can open our tailgate. Nothing too fancy back here. You're not getting all the wild little accoutrement that you might get in a Lightning where, ooh, we've got a stepladder. No, Chevrolet's like, dude, get in or get out. That's the deal. But we do have AC power, very convenient, and some bright lights if you're working in the dark. Under the hood. And under here, we've got a Chevrolet V8. We do like that. Tried and true, set way far back for weight and balance. Very cool. And pretty low in there. So that should do the trick. And man, oh, all right, I can reach that. That's great. Inside, let's start in the back. We've got these monster rear doors that open, not quite 90 degrees, but pretty wide. And then lovely trim here. These rear seats fold up and come back down. Now, what's great about this is there is storage in some pretty trick places. We like that. That's always fun to have a secret little cubby hole. But otherwise, creature comforts, very pickup truck. Nothing extravagant, nothing outrageous. You get some cup holders and an armrest, but you do get these rear heated seats, 3-level heated seats for your rear passengers. Very cool. And up front, this one is equipped with the sound package. It's got the Bose system, these lovely captain's chairs with plenty of adjustability. To start the ZR2, foot on the brake. We got an engine start stop button down here. In the center console, we've got cavernous space with this little tray here in case you don't need to use all of it, but I am going to shove some things down here. We also have plenty of charge ports, both regular USB-B and USB-C, and an AC plug as well. But you can also charge your phone by placing it right there on the charge pad. I appreciate that our HVAC controls still retain buttons and things, although piano black, not my favorite, but we will survive. Let's pop it into drive and go for a drive. First things first, let's see how she gets off the line. Auto start stop. Oh, we gotta kill that. That is pretty impressive in all its chassis twisting glory. This gets off the line really nicely. So despite not having twin turbos like the Raptor, this thing has plenty of torque and really gets down in boogies. No surprise from a Chevy V8. And it sounds good too. That sounds wonderful. And here we are, stuck behind a Subaru in February with reindeer antlers on. I think if any car deserves to be rear-ended. Crossing the yellow line. Oh my goodness, you just can't make it up. Impressive and smooth shifts from this 10-speed auto. Lovely linear power band. Oh, it just climbs and climbs. We've got all the sidewall in the world to protect us from the unpleasantries of this torn up road. It's like a rally car. And I'm like insulated from it all. This is what I mean when I say sometimes the cars that are actually the fastest in the real world aren't the supercars. You would never do that on this road in an Aventador. You can go wide open in the ZR2 and you're not gonna break it. And it just keeps pulling. There's nice, tight, short gear ratios. This 10-speed is fantastic. It's almost like my Civic Type R. I know this is a crazy comparison, but the Civic Type R has nice, short ratios. And so you go from second to third to fourth. It's just a nice bomb, bomb, bomb. And this is great because it doesn't bog down. It keeps it right in the power band, right where that torque is. I love it. We just passed a regular Silverado. Gotta say, I like my ZR2 a bit better. Oh, and it's smooth out here. We'll get a little more highway driving in a minute, but it is smooth out on the highway. Navigating like normal roads. For anyone who's used to pickup trucks, I don't think this will be anything outrageous. The car isn't that wide, and it's certainly easy to maneuver, but I think you just got to get over the insanity of this hood because it definitely blocks your view, especially because this seat, you can go nice and low. We can get even lower in this seat, which is wild. I think the seating position in this is really lovely, and that's one of those things that I like about Chevrolet is that they are very driver oriented. And let's see what it is over the bumps. And it makes it a good driving experience. It doesn't just have features. It's actually like a tight, nice package. A little bit of howl from these tires, and no question that we're going to outmaneuver a transit van. Effortless downshifts when I ask for it. Now, I'm somebody who's typically driving sports cars or sporty cars. I think this is a really nice driver in terms of steering because the whole package feels really tight. I'm not chasing the truck. It just does what I ask it to do. There's no play in the steering. It's tight. Let's give these brakes a little check. That does the job. Pretty surprising performance. Like, this thing moves, this thing boogies. The fuel economy will not impress. You're going to be in the mid-teens, between probably 14 and 17 miles per gallon. And if you're getting 17, boy, are you trying hard on the highway. but we're going to give this dog lots of room. That is a tiny dog. That is a big truck. I don't know that really impacts a lot of folks unless you're looking at EVs, which, we've got the Ford F-150 Lightning, and, Chevy's going to be coming out with their electric truck as well. It's par for the course, and at this point, it's really a matter of how complicated do you want your powertrain? For me, I prefer this NA V8 over, say, a twin-turbo V6. I think it's a little simpler. It's tried and true. I'm probably not going to have to go in for annoying recalls and things like that. Also, I just like the way this sounds. Now, if I'm honest, most people with pickup trucks probably don't need much more than a Honda Ridgeline. It's the truth. Most people really they put their things in it, they put their backpack in it, they drive to work, and the occasional time you need to move a mattress or a couch or something, good thing I have this pickup truck. This is why I think I really like the ZR2, is because it's more than just a pickup truck. It has off-road capabilities that you wouldn't otherwise get in a normal pickup truck. You can drive down some aggressive dirt roads, have a little bit of motorsports fun in a vehicle like this that you might not do in your typical pickup because it might be too stiff and it might just not really tolerate some of the abuse that you'd throw at it, or it's just not the right tool for the job. So in my eyes, if I were to buy a pickup truck, it probably would be something along these lines of ZR2 or Raptor. And I've got to say, I'm really digging this ZR2 more than I expected, because Raptor has been the star of the show for a long time now. We've all driven them. We've all done silly things in them. And there's just no end to Raptor content. But I have to say, having a proper NA V8 and a fun pickup truck with great dampers is really doing the trick for me. So thank you so much to Boston Motorsports for tossing me the keys to the Silverado ZR2. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, supporting on the Patreon. Don't forget to respect the drive, and I'll see you in the next one. This gets up to speed really quick. This is no joke. This is proper. This is appropriate.